they are able to successfully clear out all of that plastic, as it really does damage to the oceans. And that story bringing us to a cap of our look at regional and international news in this first hour of Good Morning Zimbabwe. Now it is time for the arts, and this morning we are excited to be discussing a matter that is of critical importance to most of our artists out there. So if you are next to an artist, or if you know one, please just tell them to tune in now, because today we are speaking to Zimura. And for those of you who might not know, Zimura is the Zimbabwe Music Rights Association, which was established in 1982 and is an association for music composers, authors and publishers. Now the organization celebrates its 40th anniversary this year, and we're excited to discuss, to have in studio newly appointed board member and director of information and publicity, Mr. Alexio Gwenzi. Mr. Alexio Gwenzi, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Zimbabwe.
Thank you so much.
So most of us are familiar with you as a musician and seeing your work, but you are here in your new capacity as Director of Information and Publicity. First and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I think it's very critical for the industry to have players who understand the industry, who have been part of it, to be taking up these positions and these spaces. So that's really quite exciting.
True.
And maybe you can start off by telling us when and why Zimura was established. What is the purpose?
Zimura is a collective management organization.
Okay.
Its sole mandate is to collect and distribute royalties to music composers, publishers and producers.
Okay.
It was established in 1982, and this year we're actually celebrating our 40th anniversary.
Okay.
Yes.
So, wow, 40 years. 40 is a big number. And it just speaks to the staying power of the organization. Now, maybe you can tell us a little bit about your assessment of the growth of the industry as the music industry. How are we growing? Are we moving?
Definitely we're growing. I mean, if you look at the music industry 10, 20 years ago, we can't really compare it with what's happening right now.
Okay.
Especially with the emergence of the digital, platforms, we can reach out to more audiences as compared to what we were doing many years back.
Mm-hmm. So
there's growth, and people are making money out of music, more money than we used to make, because there are so many income streams now. I mean, from YouTube, from Facebook, you can get as much money as you can make as long as you can push your music on those platforms. So there's definitely growth in terms of the music industry in Zimbabwe.
So one of the key things that Zimura is associated with, and which you alluded to, is the collection and distribution of royalties. But we do notice that a lot of new artists are on the market now, lots of players, some of whom may not be very familiar with how that process works and when and how the distributions happen. Maybe you can talk a little bit into that?
Right. For you to be a member of Zimura, you have to be a music producer, publisher, and you have to prove to us that your music is actually being used. Your music is being played on radio.
Okay.
We distribute our royalties twice a year, and also we are now distributing music for usage on digital platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Okay.
Normally that's done quarterly.
Okay.
So if you're an artist, you're out there, you want to make some money from music, from airplay, or your music is being played in nightclubs, hotels, you have to be a member of Zimura, and you stand a chance, to get royalties for the usage of your music.
All right. So I think it's very important for our artists to really be aware of that. And you are part of a fresh new Zimura board,
Yes.
A new look board, and tell us a little bit about that. What can we expect from this new Zimura board?
I'm quite excited about the new board because there's a fusion of the old guard and new blood. And that fusion is good for learning and sharing experiences. We are calling it a transformational board.
Okay.
We expect it to bring new changes, to the board. And there are great opportunities for the board. For example, we're encouraging our staff to go through training that suits the different departments. We are also for the responsibility to acquire new vehicles for our licensing department so that we can increase our presence and revenue collection countrywide. We also have started what we call the Get to Know Zimura campaign, where we want Zimbabweans, particularly musicians, to know the importance of joining Zimura. And also we are looking forward to establishing an annual Zimura Music Concert, as well as Zimura Music Awards. So there's a lot that we've got in store as a new board.
Exciting times ahead. Now, also exciting, Zimura is 40 this year.
Yes.
you cannot not have a birthday party. You cannot not have a celebration. What can we expect for the 40th celebrations?
What we've done, we've started by scraping off the registration fee. So it's actually free to join Zimura this year.
Oh, wow.
And we're also conducting copyright workshops across all provinces in Zimbabwe. The concert I spoke about and the awards, those are some of the key things that we're looking at doing for our 40th anniversary celebrations.
And we look forward to tracking those on Good Morning Zimbabwe. Now, obviously we can't, there are challenges. With any sector, with any industry, there are challenges. What would you say some of the things that you would like to resolve which are challenging Zimura at the moment are?
I think just like any industry in the country, we are obviously affected by the economic situation, but we appreciate that government is working flat out to, to make sure everything works for everyone. And we also are worried by the ignorance that the business community have on their obligation for royalties. Most people don't know that they've got a legal obligation to pay royalties. When they play music to enhance their business in their business premises, they should know that when you play music from a local artist, you're supposed to pay a royalty.
So I'm guessing there will be lots of awareness campaigns, particularly to speak to the business community.
Most definitely.
All right.
Yes.
We do wish you all the best. And before we let you go, for that young artist who does not know how to get hold of Zimura, where can they find you?
We are on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. It's Zimura Online.
TikTok as well. Yeah, definitely moving with the times. We do hope to catch up with you as we continue to track your 40th celebrations. And from all of us at Good Morning Zimbabwe, we do say congratulations to the new board and congratulations on your 40th anniversary. We are speaking there to Mr. Alexio Gwenzi, who is newly appointed board member of Zimura and Director of Information and Publicity. One thing to take away, if you're an artist in this year of their 40th celebrations, you are able to register with Zimura for free. So do take advantage of that and make sure you're aware of your rights as an artist. Make sure you are registered and you're able to receive your royalties. Music is a business after all, and you need to be able to secure all your streams of income. And we will continue to track Zimura 40th celebrations as well as other work as the new transitional board is in place. And that was our look at the arts in Good Morning Zimbabwe this morning. We take a break, but when we return, the sports team is in the building.